it's Abhishek Ghosh and welcome to my channel. So yeah, I started it. It's a new channel and here we all are just going to talk about and discuss about some amazing K-dramas, the obsession we are dealing with these K-dramas, the actors, the plot, the whole story and everything, to all those people out there who have a great love for K dramas and are just, I'm addicted to. So K dramas going on a roll. So yeah, this channel is all about those. And welcome to my channel. And today we are going to talk about the first drama which I myself gonna recommend you because it's my personal favorite. I've watched millions and millions of K dramas. Okay, it's a bit of exaggeration, but yeah, I have watched at least near about hundreds of K dramas till I started watching my first K drama in December 2020. But probably it was when I was in my fourth standard. It was basically Boys Over Flowers. That was my first K drama. But after I started, resumed watching those K dramas again from December 2020, one of the K dramas which actually captured my heart, my soul, my mind, and everything. Yeah, this needs an exaggeration, guys. This needs an exaggeration because I'm in complete love with that drama. And yes, among those all rom-coms, crime thrillers which we all are witnessing in this current year, in this particular 2021, this drama is something which just giving me all types of emotions. It was basically more often a complete roller coaster of emotions. There's drama, there's cuteness, there's sweetness, there are lovey-dovey couples, also a cute love story going on parallel with the main lead's drama and romance. I guess you got it right. I hope so you got it. Yeah, definitely I'm talking about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, and it's such an amazing, such a cute, sweet drama. It's not much of complications, right? You're watching it, it's going on smoothly, you are getting that vibe. Oh wow, okay, this is happening. We are expecting something, we are getting. Again, we're expecting something, we're getting a twist. So yeah, that's about all the dramas we are going to witness and personal favorite. So yeah, I'm recommending it like 10,000. Keep on adding zeros after one. I don't mind it because it's an amazing. Okay, so first let me say you like what is this Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is about, like genre, right? Yeah, so basically Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is a healing drama. I felt it like that, though it has been described as it's a slice of life and also rom-coms, a combination of both. But yeah, it's also sort of healing drama. As while watching it, right guys, you will literally feel that it's soothing your mind. It's actually a mode of relaxation during those weekends when it was actually on air. Now it is actually a complete drama has been released and yeah, the drama is over. But obviously when you will be watching it for the first time, even after, you will be feeling like, okay, this happened and what you will actually get that vibe, will actually get that feeling. It's so relaxing, it's so soothing. Such the music, the scenery, the frame, the scenes, each and everything is so perfect. It's beyond perfect. The scenes, the plot, the each and every detail of everything, like the complete drama is. I will give it that certificate. I will definitely give it that certificate of perfection. It's a pure definition and appropriate definition of perfection. So basically, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is a healing rom-com drama, but it has the capability to make your mind, your soul, and just give you that particular moment where you just want to relax yourself, just want to go with the flow, just want to enjoy that vibe, and just don't want to think about anything else, but just concentrate on the drama. And the most interesting and the most soothing thing, what is it? It is basically you won't worry what will happen next. it will just go on simply, and you will just enjoy it. However it will turn, you will so basically the storyline revolves around a countryside area, a countryside village which is called as Gongjin, and it's a very small village with a very little population, but the people out there live very happily, and is pretty much very acquainted with each other. They live like a whole joint family kind of vibe. It will actually give you that vibe. It's a complete joint family vibe, that every people, each and every person is involved in other person's matters, be it their happiness, be it their sorrows. They share it, and they just live it like a very lovely and a happy family. So Yoon Hae-jin is basically a dentist. She's a dentist, and basically based at Seoul. But due to some circumstances, due to some, the little bits of quarrels with her seniors at work, she decided to leave the she decided to leave the clinic and decided to set up her own clinic, and for that she decided to go at Gongjin and set up a clinic out there. Now it doesn't come out of the blue. Actually it came out of the blue, but it was not like decided that she will go and set up a clinic out there. It was more of in like she went to Gongjin to pay a visit to her mother who passed away when she was very little, and Gongjin was the last destination where they went for a family trip for the last time. So that place holds a very special place in her heart. So when she went there, she had a very rough day, like her car got punctured, and she didn't have enough money because cash. Not enough money means like she didn't have enough cash, but the ATMs were not working properly because due to some this electricity issue and something. There wasn't much what do you say, there wasn't much facility that she could go and withdraw her money. But fortunately she met Hong Du-shik, who is basically a part-timer there. Like he does each and everything very neatly and properly. He helps everyone, he is everyone's favorite. He is like those life savior when you don't know what you have to do or what you want to do, but there he is always out there. He's always going to support you and going to help you out from the situation, no matter whether he knows you or doesn't. And one more important thing about him is that he treats everyone equally. Like he treats everyone like they are his own people. It's not like any distinction that okay, I met her today, so I'm gonna behave like this. I know this person for 10 years, I'm gonna behave like this. No, he's a very sweet person. He's a very sweet personality, and everyone loves him out there. He is like, and everyone call her. It's not like oh Dushik come or this. No, it's like Uri Dushik. And in Korean, Uri means we. So they call him affectionately like that. And basically they call him Hong Banja, and that's how Shin Mina is actually playing the role of. So while Hae-jin was visiting Gongjin, she faced various obstacles that day, but thanks to Hong Du-shik that she was able to make it out of Gongjin the other day. On her way back Seoul, she realized something. She realized that how great it would be to set up her own clinic at Gongjin. It's a countryside area, and there's no clinic. There's no clinic for any dentist. And if she's gonna set up her own clinic out there, it will be the one and only clinic out there at that countryside place, right? So she decided that she's going to settle there. She's going to open her own clinic and gonna run it all by her own. And her friend also supported her, and her friend also left her job and went to stay with her and help her with this whole clinic thing. So that's how she settled out there. And as and while she was paying a visit to Gongjin, normally she eventually met Hong Du-shik, and that's how also she was a bit acquainted with him rather than the other peoples out there. So it was like when she finally settled there, Du-shik also helped her a lot to be at ease. He made her learn how to stay with everyone, how to feel like home with everyone. It's more like he want to make her feel like she's not alone there. There's everyone. It's not only that Dushik is with her, it's also like the whole village is with her. So that's how it happened, and somehow or the other they became quite acquainted with each other. They really liked each other, like friends, like lovers, you can say, but they didn't realize it any soon. They realized it a whole lot later on, but yeah, at least they knew that they both are very very important to each other. And then after some days there comes Lee Sang-mi, who is basically playing the role of Ji Seong Hyun, and he is basically is playing the role of a senior of Hye Jin from her college days, and who had a long time crush on her, and but could never express or confess it to her. But when he finally felt like that he will be able to confess, there's also again he missed his chance, because Hye Jin was completely in love with Dushik, and he already confessed it to him already. So yeah, it was more like he missed his chance again. But yeah, there's always a but. Lee Sang-hee was actually playing the role of Ji Seong Hyun. He was being admired by another female character out there who was basically a writer with him in his production work. So yeah, he realized it, and doesn't realize it on his own. It was Dushik who made him realize, okay, there may be another path, there may be another chance, and don't just let it go like this, because if you want to miss it like this, then there might be another miss out, there might be another circumstances where you couldn't actually confess your love on time, and you just miss it. So yeah, it happened like that, and thankfully he realized it, and it wasn't so late. But the thing is that though Hye Jin and Dushik were having a very lovey-dovey moment, and everyone out there in the village supported them, loved them and everything, Dushik has a past, those 5 years gap of his life, which is a big mystery throughout the whole drama, that finally came into light. Finally, all the misunderstandings were solved. I won't say you what was that mystery, because there were three big mysteries, and if I'm gonna reveal it now, then what's the point of recommending you guys? Then what's the point of recommending you guys? Like this, I can only give you the summary and it's just over. You should watch it, because I don't want to enjoy all this leisure time by myself. I want you guys to experience those roller coaster ride which I experienced while I was watching the drama. And trust me, you're gonna love it. You just gonna love it. And while we're coming to the end of this recommending section and everything, don't feel like I'm just gonna leave it to you like that. Like, okay, I recommended you go and share. No, I will be providing you the links where you can watch. Obviously, you can watch it on Netflix. It's available out there. Those who don't have subscriptions, don't worry, lovelies. I'm giving you the links. It's Drama Cool also. I have posted the link in the description. You can go and check it out. The drama is also on Drama Cool, and do let me know how you liked it. 1000 to 1000, I'm pretty much sure that you're gonna love it. So yeah, that's it for the recommending thing, and I really hope that you guys will watch it. And if you like the my recommendation, if this whole description intrigued you to go and click on that link or watch it on Netflix, then do give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel and please help me grow. And I will keep on recommending you guys some lovely K-dramas. And if you have anything specific genre in mind, like you want to watch something in crime genre or something thrilling, something a bit of suspense, mystery, serial crime, psychopaths, sociopaths, whatnot, whatever you guys wanna just want to have a suggestion that what you guys should go and watch next, please do leave a comment in the comment section so that I can actually prepare my next recommendation on that particular genre. It would more like be a one-to-one interaction. Anything you don't like, please do recommend it. Please do recommend me in the comment section. Anything you loved it, please recommend that also in my comment section so that I can keep up with the pace with you guys, because it's like I'm recommending you guys, but I too want to interact with you. It's not only about the recommending thing. I do want to know that what you guys love and what you guys want the K industry to produce in the, what you guys want to watch or you guys expect to watch. Please do let me know, and I will come again with new recommendations, with new amazing dramas. And yeah, one more thing, as I was recommending this, I just wanna give my opinion on something. Like, we all know this, if you are already a K-drama addict, you are already a K-drama fan like me, then you must be knowing all the controversies going out there, right? So yeah, I just want to say one thing. It's more like a supporting message, and this is for Kim Seon-Oppa. He's my personal, like, he is one of my favorites. Like, I have many favorites, but there are certain actors and K actors and actresses which have a very special place in my heart, and one of them is Kim Seon-Oppa, who is the lead actor in this particular drama. When I saw him in the startup K drama, so I have, I had that second lead syndrome. I got it really badly, and I was like, dude, okay, this guy, someone please script some happiness, for him. And then when I got to see his hometown judge, I was like, oh wow, yes, finally, it's Kim Seon-Oppa, and I was so happy for this drama, and I was very much enthusiastic and excited for this drama, and I really loved however this whole drama rolled out. So yeah, I just want to say that Kim Seon-Oppa, we are with you, and we will always be supporting you. And this is from all those from all those of your fans who have supported you since the day they saw you. It's more like the day they saw you, we debuted for them. So yeah, we support you and we love you, and please come back strong. We were waiting for you for your new projects, and just keeping our fingers crossed that we'll soon get an amazing K drama or a K film, which where you will be there and will be making us feel happy again with your acting skills and your and especially that infectious smile, the smile, your dimples, everything about you is completely mesmerizing, and we really hope that you come back strong. Fighting.